Hi, welcome to day one with 21 days with Daniel, Faith Under Pressure. So day one, we are discussing about faith and compromise. And I want to pose this question to you. When somebody talks about faith, what comes to your mind? And when someone talks about compromise, what comes to your mind? And also remember, let this be at the back of your mind. Compromise has two. There's the positive and the negative. Mostly in people who are in relationships, they're always advised to compromise. And at that time, it seems like it's a good thing. And we also have the compromise that is on the negative part. So here we are talking about the compromise of the negative part. So as we are speaking about faith and compromise, we are gonna share some of our stories or our experiences with faith and compromise. So I'll allow my cousin here, Tony, to share his own experience with faith and compromise.
Hello guys, so my name is Tony Ngare, and Beverly is my cousin, and so when she sat me down and shared with me this beautiful work that she started, I decided to join in to push the ministry because I felt like I had a story that is what I'm sharing. That I feel falls under the topic that we are discussing, faith and a compromise, and saying no even when saying no doesn't feel easy. So I'll take us back to sometime last year. So sometime last year, I was working in Nairobi before I lost my job, and so when I lost my job, life pushed me to the village. I went back to an environment that I wasn't really used to living in. So I got home and I was faced with the internal pressure, the internal battles within me, surviving with no money, being brought down low from that high life that I was already used to living in Nairobi, because I lived in Nairobi most of my life. So I get home and reality hits me. I don't have work, I don't have any means of income, and it's actually a struggle that I dealt with for the longest time. But then the part I want to get to is, so this time I shared my story on Facebook, and bro, I was going through it at that time. I was going through a very difficult period, and in my heart I was asking God to guide me. I remember that time I was really questioning God. I was like, what plans do you have for me? What is your intention with my life? What next for me from here? So I get to Facebook because I sincerely didn't know anything else to do, so I was just trying to reach out to people. I'm trying to get help, and so I get to Facebook and I share my story. And fortunately enough for me, I can say fortunately or unfortunately, enough for me, the story went viral, and people started reaching out. And there's this one particular lady who reached out, and I'm really not gonna mention names because that is not really necessary. So she reaches out to me and she tells me that she's read my story and she's felt touched and she's willing to help. All right, but then she had conditions, and her conditions were for her to help me. The conditions were I was to move from home, go to Nairobi, and live with her. In short, she was asking to be my mumama. That is, if that is the term you use. That is the term most people commonly use. So she wanted to be my sugar mommy. She asked me to live a private life and she could provide for me. She promised me a laptop. She promised me a good job with good money. And she also told me she was driving and she was living a lavish life. But then I chose to say no. I know it is a situation that could have gotten most people. I'm rushing to say yes because you're going through a difficult season in your life already, and then someone gives you an offer. At times you might feel like it's an offer that is coming from God. And because people normally want shortcuts to life, it is very easy for one to jump on the train and take that offer, but then you don't know where it's gonna lead. You don't know when it's really gonna lead. So I sat down and thought about it, and I was like, I know I'm going through a difficult time, but then this goes against my principles. This goes against my principles because it is not. Number one, it's not going to be a relationship founded on love. It is going to be a transactional relationship, and that is what something that I wasn't really comfortable doing. And I felt like if I would have done it, I wouldn't be here today. So I just feel like this story relates to most people because you find yourself sometimes in situations where you feel the pressure to say yes, but then saying no is the best option because it saves you from a lot of things. And I think Beverly is going to give context based on her devotional. regarding Daniel's story, Amu also had to say no when the king had offered royal food that he knew was going to defile his body. So I'll pass the baton on to her.
Thank you, Tony, for sharing that. And I think most of us, even me, have had my fair share of experiences with faith and compromise. I know I won't come here and lie that there are some things I haven't compromised on that cost me God's presence. There are. And there are also some things that I was in a position to say no to. And there are also some things that I was really ready to say yes to, but because of God's love and mercies, He closed those doors. And I'm grateful to God for the way He loves us so much. So in the book of Daniel 1:8, this was the time where Daniel had a choice to either compromise his beliefs and principles that he had been taught from their culture and just, be part of the flex during that time. You get to eat the king's meal. Who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't take that? So most of us, even in the world we are living in, it's very hard to say no to things that people have made common or it's common. And just standing on your principles and values and even knowing how to say no. So what stood out for me even in Daniel's story of saying no to the king's food is how he said it. Like God gave him wisdom, God gave him favor before the chief official of the king, and even the wisdom he had, putting into mind also that this official is also a servant of the king, and this can also cost him his own life. And God giving him the wisdom to tell the chief official to give us a test first for around 10 days and see if there is a difference, so that you will be comfortable or you will be confident in us taking just water and veggies, and it won't affect your job or your own life. So even as we even walk through the life, as we live life with faith and even compromises or even learning how to say no, let us ask God to give us the wisdom to know how to say no, and even give us favor with the people we are telling no to. Because this is we are a generation of different ages, and all of us are different views and different how we view things. And some of us, when we say no to maybe our parents, it seems disrespectful. Maybe we haven't gotten it right on how we are supposed to say it, and maybe also from their own side they haven't been that open-minded, but it is on our side. The only thing you can control is you. So it is on our side to start praying to God to help us know how to say no. Give us the wisdom on how are we supposed to say no, so that we don't diminish the ties that God has given us, or the relationship. We don't reboot the relationship that we have with our elder ones. And so that is day one. So your reflection for day one. Do you have any experiences that you've had that you have been able to compromise something and allow your faith to work, or you've said no to something, not knowing what next looks like because it's very uncertain? You can share your experience, and ensure you get your devotional. It's a very lovely book that will make you think things through and reflect and have perspective. So see ya in the next.
And just to support our work, please drop a like or a comment and share your experience in the comments to keep the word going. Thank you very much, and you all have a beautiful night. Bye-bye.